I'm gonna be reorganizing my expense book. I probably don't have enough of these. I just found 3 more, so that's why I kind of want to go ahead and do it. So I found 3 more. These were the ones that I originally had. Right here is just inventory, overhead, and then services, and that's it. But that makes sense because I'm small right now, but you know, as I get bigger, it makes sense. And you're supposed to like keep everything like even more separate, so like in subcategories. So these are the main categories, just like basically these are, but there's subs to them, so they're a lot more specific and you know exactly where you're spending your money. So before I even get to there, why not go ahead and start, you know? So that makes more sense to me. So I'm actually going to, it's not going to be much until I get some more, obviously, but I'm gonna pick through these and see which ones I actually have here, because I don't know if I'm gonna take these. I don't know if I can, but obviously I need these too. And then since these are like the main categories or like the genres or whatever, I need to find like, I guess, a placeholder or just like a title page so I could put basically these on, and then put these over here. But the only problem with these is the fact that these are bigger than how I made these, and I did that on purpose. So these are 2.5, and these are 1.5, I believe. So I don't know how that's going to work. Maybe he's going to be in the back, or I don't use them, but as of now I actually kind of have to use them. So, and I may end up using this one. This is what I have like my main labels in. I had another one. A few of these actually came from like some other labels that I had that were like before I found actual size. So those were basically like, I want to say test labels, I guess. Like I purchased them to see if they'd work, and they actually didn't. So, and I actually, and these were the last ones I bought, and thank God they actually ended up being perfect. So thank God they worked out, and they actually look nice. And I'm gonna actually show you my jar. Don't mind, I made a reel with this jar, and actually I've used this jar like 3 times. In which I just made a reel about, and that one blew up. Like, let me tell you. Basically, if I could put it up, I'll put it up like over here somewhere. But I took like a while off from like Instagram making reels and whatnot. I try to post up my story, but I took a little while off of reels, and then I said, you know what, I need to get back making reels, because yesterday was Memorial Day. So when I got back home from visiting you know, for being my boyfriend over the weekend, I said, I put on my story that I'm gonna get back into, I need to make some more reels. So I did. So basically what I'm doing is, because it's like I really don't have anything to make reels about, because it's like I don't want to waste any of my jars, and I'm not even using this wax down here for like my official candles. So but I still use it because I really like this scent right here. Like I tell you, this is my favorite scent. I'm sure I said it before, this is my favorite scent, and I've burned it out, as you can see, all the way down. Well, I had a little bit left in there, but because I did wickless testing, I couldn't burn it all the way down safely without the wick moving, because I didn't have, like, as you can see, that the middle piece down there, the tab. So this is my 3rd time making this candle. The first time was for testing. I think I emptied it because I didn't smell as much, so I emptied it. I made another one. That's the one I burned down, and I emptied it again with it was at the bottom, and then I made like a few reels and whatnot. And actually one of those reels, like I said, I'll post over here, like I think that is my highest one to date. I posted it at 7, right? I checked back at like 8:24. It already had like 3,000 views. So, or actually 4,000. I screenshot it, put it on my story on my personal page, because I'm trying to grow my personal page, and I kind of didn't want to put. I used to do, but I didn't want to put it on my candle page anymore. I wanted that to specifically be business, and then like the insights and other stuff of being a business owner will be, and my lifestyle in general will be on like my main page, because I want to grow that, you know, to get sponsorships and do, you know, do lifestyle content and stuff like that, because it's something that I really want to do, and want it to help me like with like my businesses and stuff, you know, like I can integrate, and thank God I remember that word too, amen. I can integrate like my products into my regular content, you know, and stuff like that, if that makes sense. But yeah, and it blew up. So it went from 4,000. I screenshot. I looked back at it a minute later. I had just screenshotted 5,000. I look back at it again, 6,000. That's my highest one today. It's I think it's currently sitting, for the last time I checked, it was 6,099. Actually, it was 6,098. Then it went to 99. So right now it's stagnant, but regardless, it blew up within an hour. So yeah, either an hour or less than an hour. So hey, I'm excited about that. But yeah, so catch me on my Instagram. I'm gonna be making some more reels with this. And actually on my Instagram I also said that, because basically I made 3 reels out of 11 that I could possibly make with one Kindle. You can make a lot of reels just with one product. So that's what, thank God, I've learned to do, because it's hard to create content, especially when you're not selling it, because you don't have your official product to make, you know, to sell, and then make shipping content and customer content and stuff like that. So all I have right now is testing content and burning content, and, you know, buying supplies content, which, you know, like, you know, being a business owner, especially I'm looking for a job right now and whatnot, it's hard to get the supplies coming in and stuff like that. So since I'm not in college right now, I don't have that income coming in to buy stuff like I was doing, but thank God I had enough to buy what I did buy in the first place, to make this content and test it out and even get this started. But yeah. Feel me. Fantastic. I actually probably had enough for what I had, but what I may have to do is still look back in here and separate these, honestly, because I want to say I'm missing something. I felt like it was in this category, but I don't think it is. And honestly, this one needs to be redid, so thank God I still have this one left, so I can print it here. Oh yeah, and I forgot all about this honestly, but I signed up for Venmo, so I have PayPal, Venmo. I don't use Cash App. I used to use Cash App for personal, but I don't do that anymore because they stole my money like 4 times. Like a few other times, like they've tried and it went back to my card. The last time took every cent that I had in there. And it wasn't like hundreds and thousands, but it was what I needed. It was mine, so it was around like 60, maybe 80 some dollars, and that's what I had left. And then I made a claim and I could not get it back because it's like they tell my son, they asked me for something. I'm like, I don't have this because I didn't make the purchase, and I know what you're talking about. Just see that obviously the card is registered in Georgia. I'm not in wherever. I think I forgot where it was even at, like Ohio, like at a Walgreens or something like that. It was either Walgreens or that other place. But it's like, you telling me I lost the case of someone spending exactly the exact amount of money I had left on my card? How would that even be possible? Unless you added up the exact amount of taxes you was gonna get. It was like 60.18. Now I get maybe 60 or 59.84. It took off every cent on there, every last cent. I no longer use Cash App. Like maybe like when my parents want to send me stuff, I take it off immediately and I transfer it to my card. But I take my card off there immediately. I don't keep my card on file because I don't know if they can take card off my card. I don't put money on there. I'm not accepting it for business. I'm not accepting it for personal no more. Like, no. I use Cash App. But I will be using PayPal and then like, go through my bank account and Venmo. I don't know anything about Venmo. But I see like a few people use it, including Memory Box Candle Co. And it was someone said they got a free kit, so I went on there and I got a free kit. So I'm gonna try Venmo out. It's really mainly for like people purchasing in person and also like marketing, not marketing, but markets. There you go. Like in-person markets and pop-up shops and events and stuff like that. So it's just like a way to pay. Like, I got a little stand, and this came in separate pieces. So it's like this piece, and then this piece, so I can walk around and have it on my neck. I think that's cool. The packaging came dented, but it's okay. It came inside of this this big old mailer. Don't know why it was so big, but it is. And I just left it here because I don't have a reason for it yet. I mean, I'm not doing those yet because those take money and months of planning. I would have to travel for those. And like one of the nearest places for those, like one of the best places will be Atlanta. But Atlanta is like kind of dangerous. I don't really trust it. And then my boyfriend would come with me. Obviously, I'm traveling by myself, no. But like he doesn't want to go there because he has the type of car that they steal parts from. So, and they just are no, it's just not the best place. My folks live down there. They live in a good part I assume. I think so. I don't go down there that much anymore, but they live in a good neighborhood. But regardless, so yeah, it's just not the place that I want to be. But I think that's where they have the most pop-up shops, at least close to me. There's some like maybe Savannah, but it's like they're mostly for art and other stuff. It's not really for stuff like that. And if you go to some place like that, people probably ain't trying to spend no money like that. So you got to go to certain areas. Like one of the best places I say would probably be Florida, but that's a ways out. And we go to Florida for trips and stuff. So I mean, I hope to like we go on a trip, we have an extra day or something like that, and then I could do pop-up shops on certain days, and the other days we have the rest of our vacation. Because I don't want it to interfere with our vacation either. So yeah, but yeah, that was just a random thing. But I just want to show y'all the package that came from Venmo. And also, I believe I want to say just better than, well, it's not better than PayPal, I'd assume, but I'm kind of, getting into the liking of it. I hear people talk about it a lot. People only use those sometimes. Either they only use Venmo and PayPal, they don't use Cash App. And I also heard people use Zelle. I don't hear a lot about Zelle, though. I think I was getting Venmo confused with Zelle, but I don't know anything about Zelle. I ain't know anything about Venmo, but I gave it a try because somebody said they got a free QR code kit, so I tried it. And also, when I was watching a video, they said you want to offer, like multiple ways of payment. So yeah, so I registered for it. And I got an email as soon as I made it talking about your account is frozen, send your ID in or something like that. And I said no. And then when I looked on there, I don't see any notifications on there. So this have a bad sign already, but God forbid, amen. But I'm not gonna do that because when I looked on there was a notification. It didn't say account's frozen. I ain't got the money on it anyway. But it didn't say account's frozen. And then I checked the email on it, and it had like a different email domain. It was almost the same, but it had like it was either something extra or missing from the time. You get an email as soon as you sign up. So I compared it with that email, and I ignored it. So I may contact them before I even try to use it. I may contact them, and ask and stuff like that because, hopefully it's not frozen. And also, hopefully, if that's the case, that means it's a fake email. And I hope I'm not getting fake emails about that because that's not secure. I went to you for a reason because Cash App sucks. Their security is trash. They don't try to help you get your money back. People can get all the money off your card from a random store location. When your card, they have your billing address. You sent my card to this address or whatever address I had on there. And it was in Georgia. Not there. When have you ever seen me shop at Walgreens? Terrible. Well, this is emotional for me right now. I just spent... I'm trying to get the light out. Like I was saying, I just spent almost my last, because like y'all know, I was in school and we have the summer. So I worked on campus and got school checks and stuff, but it's the summer, so I don't go in the summer. And I was thinking about not going. I was just gonna go looking for a job, and which I've been looking for a job. Haven't found one yet, but hey, so I'm taking a chance. So I've been trying to like chip off of my last check, so I had around like 60 maybe. So I took a chance, took a leap of faith, and spent majority on the wax that I was telling y'all about. $56.15. I can make 31 candles with that, you know, minus 5 for the testers. And then the rest of that, I was thinking I can, if I pray the wax works, right? Because I'm taking a leap here. At the same time, though, it's not the end of the world. It's literally like, I just have to find a job. It's just like, you know, in the frame set of it, it's just like, oh, it feels so like disheartening. But at the same time, there's years, months, days ahead where this won't be a problem anymore. You get it? So it was scary, but I did it. Hopefully this wax will be it. It will be perfect. It will be what I need to succeed, and you know, I grow from, you know, that point. It's just sort of like random clips, random vlog. I showed a portion of me, in which honestly I have to print these out for the wax that I just bought. I'm gonna print a few copies of those, and I gotta print the receipt for my Presto Pot, and I gotta print, there's another label, and then the payments for my phone, because I'm gonna try to write off like at least half of my phone bill and stuff like that. So I gotta print all of those payments. But like I was saying, I did a leap of faith in it. I was scared, but I did it because I hope, you know, that this wax works. Even if it's not the most spectacular, I hope it gives me good enough results to where I can sell that and improve later, and it's still a good candle, and I can, you know, perform like spectacular, you know, next time I continue to work on it and work on my formula. But yeah, so like I said, 31 minus the 5, I can sell that, and in the meantime have enough to buy either the same weight of wax or like more wax, and I should be good on the wicks. Everything else I'm good at too, like my jars and stuff. The only thing that I will obviously need would be wax, wicks, labels, and fragrance oil. But like I said, like how I was ordering the wicks that I needed for my previous wax, basically like with this one, I have a few left of the 16, so that would be good for some of the samples, and then some of the, well, all the samples and some of the, you know, candles that I can sell. But obviously I need more because it was a 12 pack, I think I remember. Amen. But it was a 12 pack, and I used maybe, I think either one, maybe 2, so there should be like at least 10 of them left. But 5 of those are going for the testers, and then the other 5 for what I can sell. So I obviously need to buy wicks as well. So, but that will be before, you know, the 31, because I obviously need more wicks to even make and sell them in the first place. So after I buy the wax, test it out. If I like it, then I buy more wicks. So I got that extra, the last 5 from the original sample pack, and then the 100 is 26. There you go. I think it's 26. So the new pack of wicks will be 100, so it'll be minus 26. So I still have wicks. I still have labels because I'm not making all 100. With the fragrance oil, that's half and half. I'm sure I still have some fragrance oil left, but obviously I would need to get some more. So I may need to get fragrance oil. I know I need to get obviously wax. So those will be the only few things, but I'm gonna go ahead and print out these receipts and whatnot, and probably get to editing. And it is 2:21 a.m. right now. So I took a piece of a sleeping pill because my sleep schedule has been all off, and I'm still up, and it's 2 a.m. So yeah, I'm gonna try to go to sleep. Hopefully. I was kind of tired. Now I feel like relaxed, but I'm not tired. But I could go to sleep. I probably need to too. So